The Genie 2 is the next generation Genie server. It is our first headless server, meaning that instead of a direct connection to a TV, the Genie 2 provides service only via clients. The Genie 2 requires the DSWIM LMB or module. It uses the EPS-17 power supply. It is compatible with all wireless video bridges, Genie clients, and DirecTV Ready RVU clients. It has a 2 terabyte hard drive. It has SWIM power and a Gen 2 wireless video bridge built in. It uses a pre-installed SIM card instead of an access card. This powerhouse occupies 11 tuners plus a network tuner. It can support 8 clients with up to 7 simultaneous streaming or recording slots. Of these 7 slots, 2 can be 4K, up to 5 can be C51 and earlier MoCA 1.1 models, and 1 can be to a mobile client. Genie 2 headless server technology requires a different approach to placement from previous Genie and HX receivers. During your indoor site survey with the customer, determine the location of the internet connection and all televisions. Rather than placing the Genie 2 adjacent to a television, optimal placement is usually near the router or gateway. This allows an easier internet connection. If you are unable to position the Genie 2 near a router, you can establish a connection using a broadband DECA or the built-in wireless capability configured through a client. The 4-foot rule that was established with the introduction of the wireless video bridge is in effect for the Genie 2 as well. In order to reduce signal saturation, place the Genie 2 no closer than 4 feet from any other wireless devices. The Genie 2 must stand upright and remain cool. An OSD will display if it gets too warm or falls over. In upgrade scenarios, it is important to identify, power off, and remove all existing external wireless video bridges from the network before activating the Genie 2. A pre-installed SIM card replaces the traditional access card. It's a good idea to check that the card is fully inserted before powering up the Genie 2. While the EPS-44 power supply looks almost identical to the EPS-17, it has a different pin configuration and will not work in a Genie 2 installation. If you will be connecting to the internet via Ethernet, make the connection before you power up the Genie 2. If you are going to connect via Wi-Fi, that will happen after you've connected at least one client. At the Genie 2 location, test the unswitched electrical outlet that you intend to use. Then connect the EPS-17 power supply and plug it in. During the initial boot up sequence, the status light is off. It then turns solid white, indicating that the Genie 2 is ready for software download. Press the Add Client button on the top of the unit to begin. During download, the status light flashes white. This may last up to 10 minutes. When the download completes, the Genie 2 will reboot and the status light will turn white for 5 seconds, then flash green for 3 to 4 minutes. When boot up is complete, the wireless LED will turn solid green and the Add Client button will flash green. This indicates that the handheld app can be connected. The Genie 2 Installer handheld app provides feedback from the installation process that was previously displayed on a Genie connected TV. The first time you connect your handheld to DirecTV WVB, you'll need to enter a specific IP address, change the gateway, change the network prefix, and the DNS value. You'll find step-by-step instructions including password and static values on YouKnow or the dock. Turn on your handheld's Wi-Fi connectivity and connect to DirecTV WVB. If the handheld device is unable to detect DirecTV WVB, press the Add Client button on the Genie 2 and try again. Launch the app. The app displays each screen as the dish setup is detected and the program guide data is downloaded. This process will be familiar to you. The status light will alternate between solid blue and flashing green as this process continues. If the Genie 2 encounters issues during setup, you may see some other status lights. Flashing red indicates that a system error has been detected and the Genie 2 is trying to resolve it. If the status light turns solid red, the system error is unresolved. A solid yellow light can have several meanings. It could indicate that the Genie 2 is unable to detect the dish or auto-configure. In this case, the satellite dish setup screen displays on the handheld app. You will need to manually configure the dish or switch type to proceed. Solid yellow may also indicate that IV has failed. Troubleshoot IV failure following existing practice. And finally, a solid yellow light could indicate an error during program guide download. Once the initial setup process is complete, the status light will change to solid blue. Clients can now be connected. Close the handheld installer at this point. If your installation goes smoothly, you will not need to interact with the screens in the app. If you do, it may help you to understand that navigation is based on the remote control. For example, actions that would require pressing the left arrow on the remote are accomplished with a left swipe anywhere on your handheld's screen. When you have moved the highlight to your desired option, select it by tapping anywhere on the screen. Now that the Genie 2 is set up and running, clients can be connected. Connect the client to a TV, connect the power supply, and plug it in. For clients that were previously connected to other wireless video bridges, on the Reset Connection screen, using a remote, press 9876. Once powered, the Connecting to Video Bridge screen will display. Signal strength good? Select Connect Now. Fair or poor? Try another location. For situations where a client is out of the range of the Genie 2 internal video bridge, first preference would be to locate the Genie 2 to a location that can provide service to all wireless clients. If that is not feasible, you can add an external video bridge following existing procedure. Connect the client to the MoCA network, then to a TV. Add the power source, plug it in, and activate the client. Connect the DirecTV Ready 4K TV to the MoCA network using a DECA. Connect the client to the MoCA network, then to a TV. Add the power source, plug it in, and activate the client. Adding and replacing clients on a Genie 2 is different from earlier Genie models. The Genie 2 supports full client tracking, meaning a server pin is not required to add or replace a client. Once all clients are connected, this screen will display on all client-connected TVs. Follow on-screen instructions. Choose Add a new location or replace a location as appropriate. This is important for correctly identifying what equipment the customer has in their home. The Guided Setup Complete screen will display when a client has been added. You will find the completion code in the bottom left corner. After the first client is added, the status light will change to solid green. Repeat this process at each client location until all clients have been added. Once all clients have been added, stop the Genie 2 from looking for clients by navigating this menu path via a DirecTV remote at any client location. Menu, Settings, Whole Home, Manage Clients, Stop Looking. Once you have installed the Genie 2 a few times, you'll appreciate how quick and easy it can be. Pay careful attention to your training, take full advantage of support information on YouKnow or the dock, and you'll soon be an expert with this new leading-edge video entertainment Goliath.